Trino processes SQL queries by passing them to a cluster of nodes. These nodes collaborate to process large amounts of data in parallel. Clusters are made up of one coordinator node that manages a query and its execution, as well as one or more worker nodes that execute the tasks needed to complete the query. Clusters are scaled to add more processing power by either adding more workers or by increasing the processing power of the workers. Clusters also include the connectors and catalogs needed to communicate with the data sources that will be queried from the cluster. Clusters interact with the client and data sources to complete a SQL query. Let's see how Trino processes a query that requires data from two different data sources. We'll explore this with a diagram that shows the coordinator, workers, and connectors that make up the cluster, the client, and two different data sources. First, the data consumer writes a query in a client, which passes the query to the coordinator. Next, the coordinator parses the query and gathers metadata from the data sources using the connector specific to each data source. It uses this information to determine the best way to complete the query. Then, the coordinator assigns tasks to the workers. The workers complete their assigned tasks by using the connectors to access the data sources. The workers also pass information to each other as needed to complete the task. The coordinator continues to communicate with the workers as they complete the work. Once the work has been completed, the result is returned to the coordinator. Finally, the coordinator returns the result of the query to the client, where it can be accessed by the data consumer. This process allows Trino to query any data source and federate data from multiple data sources efficiently.